APC and the PDP in the last election cycle gave each other a real fight. But it appears the race is no longer a two-horse race as it used to be traditionally in our politics. Now, the Labour Party is getting a lot of patronage and increasingly is getting some support from across the country. But how far can these support take them? One major issue which bedevils most of the big parties that we have seen in the past years is also rearing its head in the Labour Party. Tonight, we shall be speaking with the National Secretary of the Labour Party, Mr. Umar Ibrahim. He joins us live on our program. Thank you so much tonight for coming.
Thank you, Sean, for having me.
How's the Labour Party?
Very good. Yeah.
How's your structure?
Very formidable.
Because that's what you have been criticized of, that you do not have a structure.
Well, that is how they have been deceived.
So you have a structure?
Very, very formidable structure.
So your opponent should be ready for a shocker?
Very, very much.
How much of a surprise should they be expecting?
Well, we are certainly hoping to Peter Obi to be sworn in as the president of Nigeria 2015.
But how also are you dealing with, because we see some of the issues bedeviling the bigger parties are also affecting your party. For example, in Ogun State seems to be having a problem. There is a petition that has emerged today, as I will show you, and they've petitioned your national chairman, and the petition has shown that this is a petition. It was coming from one of your members in Ogun State and part a chieftain of your party in Ogun State directed at the national chairman over expenditures made fraudulently. Those are the allegations made against your national chairman. And there are allegations also made against the director general of your campaign organization. Why is this coming? Why is this happening? Do you have any response to the allegations that are being made?
Well, Sean, we are in a race to take over the presidency of Nigeria. And power and power struggle is a very, very, very difficult thing. To grab power or to take power from incumbency, you have to face a lot of challenges. And these are part of the challenges we are facing. Some people have compromised. They allow themselves to be infiltrated by the outsider so that they will come and start making all false allegations about the membership of the party, among the leadership of the party. You can see it is not out of place to be receiving all these kind of petitions. In the other bigger, so-called bigger parties, we have had that so many allegations of billions of naira happening among them. And when we received this kind of thing, in fact, I'm just seeing it for the first time. So, and if a leader or in the party has any issue, the party has internal, conflict resolution mechanism. And then for someone to come and make it sorry, not just go and make it public and start ridiculing himself, ridiculing the party. This allegation, you allege someone, fraudulently allegation, is something that is really criminal, and he can go to the court of law to seek redress. However, issues in Ogun, we have had this crisis of the Ogun State chapter of the party. Suspending one of the members without following the due process. We have enshrined in our constitution, the due process of how to suspend a member, how to take a member, or how to, the recruitment process even in the party, the membership process is there. And then when you are going to discipline a member, you have to give him a fair hearing, call him, query him, and then give him a chance to defend himself, which such kind of thing have not happened when the Ogun State chapter took that decision to unilaterally suspend Dr. Doyin Okupe. That is the highest order of impunity. And party at the national level, we quickly swept into action. We debunked them. We void it. We stated in the whole law to know that their action is null and void. And the you know, the publicity secretary, Mr. Arabambe, which we've seen in the public recently, his action and actings, that will clearly tell you that he has been compromised. For a party member to have taken the party to court after a successful judgment has been, you know, passed or had been received by the party for its candidate to fill its candidate in a very critical state like Lagos, where we have almost none of the candidates were there as a result of his inactions, as a result of his inability to do the right thing. So
because the allegations, perhaps one of the issues is that when the Labour Party presented itself, especially when the candidate came on board, it presented itself as a party that is coming with some level of clean hands and integrity and all of that. Perhaps that's the reason why some Nigerians are now critical about what is going on in your party. And when these allegations, when people say 3 million, 2 million, this amount are being paid and gone into the hands of leaders of the party and which are not accounted for, and the allegations of fraud are coming here and there, beyond debunking it is the fact that a proof of that that these things didn't happen has to be concrete and needs to be made given to the public. Are you able to speak to some of the issues of the monies, for example, like Arabambe has put forward?
Well, like I said, of course, the general public have confidence on the party, and that is why we've seen all these massive, influx of people coming to join the party and join the bandwagon of the Peter Obi presidential, aspiration. We are not saying that there are where all of us are sent. But however, some people will go out of their way to blackmail the leadership of the party out of their desperation if they didn't get what they want. I believe I don't want to join issue with Arabambe because a disciplinary action or a disciplinary committee has been set up to ensure that whatever he is saying, he bring it into to prove it.
Have you finalized on the disciplinary action?
No, I think it's been on the process, it's on the ground, and that is why
you plan to suspend or expel him.
Well, it depends on what the Constitution provides, and if his action proves that he should be suspended, or for the records, Arabambe was the former chairman of Ogun State chapter of the party. After the 8 years tenure, expiration of his tenure, then the NWC felt that since there is a vacancy that exists, he just let him come and act. And his acting position has already elapsed. So within the constitutional provision of the party, you can act only within 6 months.
That's your explanation of the reason why this is going on.
So that is the reason. So the desperation that, there is a high desperation on why he is doing what he's doing. What we are saying is that, you see, Seun, you are a member of the party. You are supposed to be an image maker of the party. The party got judgment, favorable judgment to fill its candidate, and you are going against that judgment, going to appeal court to the Supreme Court. Can you imagine this?
So what are you insinuating? Are you saying that he's being sponsored?
Certainly, he's not acting. He's acting some other people's script.
Okay, let's talk for another few minutes or so about the agenda of your party. Can Nigerians trust the Labour Party to handle the complexity not only of governance in Nigeria, and it's also the complexity of the people of Nigeria, the peoples of Nigeria, if I may put it that way. Nigeria is a complex society, which the unity of this country is also very crucial for anyone who wants to lead going forward. How does your party hope to achieve that?
Well, you see, governance is not a one-man show. It is a collective responsibility of the people, and it's a teamwork. So Peter Obi, as he has clearly stated in his manifesto, you can see the 7-point agenda he has, elaborated. I think that really he need to be, we have some people around him. And the people that are around Peter Obi are credible people and people with proven integrity. And we have seen how Peter Obi governed his state when he was the governor. And we have seen the development, we have seen his achievement, we have seen the integrity that he has portrayed. He's one of the best candidates that you can talk about as far as affiliation of the presidential, presidential.
So we can trust the template and Peter Obi used in Anambra State for the governance of Nigeria.
Yes, certainly. You look at how he had the template within the Shura, despite the crisis, engulfed his tenure of offices. He has been going to court. He has been having crisis, impeached about 2 times and then coming back to. Within that, despite such kind of hurdles, he was able to achieve tremendous success in education, in healthcare, human capital development, a lot of, success.
So you believe that Peter Obi is in good stead to win this election?
Certainly we are going to win
this election. If there is one thing that perhaps may not make him win, what would that be?
Well, that is the docility of Nigerians not to select a good leader. So if the Nigerians felt that they want to continue with the old order, that they don't want to select a leader that is going to, salvage this.
So it's up to Nigerians to decide.
It's up to Nigerians.
That's the only reason why he will not become the next.
Reason why.
As far as you are concerned, the Labour Party, Peter Obi is the president.
Certainly, what we are seeing, what we are how we are contacting our people at the grassroots level. Right. I'm sure everywhere we go, obedience are more. They are coming, and certainly we're going to get our votes and be elected.
Thank you so much, Malam Omar Ibrahim, the National Secretary of the Labour Party. Thank you so much indeed for coming.
Thank you very much for having me.
I appreciate it.
It's my pleasure.